Heel. Heel. Anytime she gets out of her little invisible box that goes here, she's going to get either a tap, which is our yellow light. Okay, so it's just a quick pop on her leash. If she's clearly not paying attention at all, or she goes ahead, we're going to do a red light, which is just a slight pressure on. When her butt hits the ground, pressure releases. She doesn't get to move forward again until I say Miyo heel. Leave it. Good. Now she tends to still get excited when she sees people or other dogs. But that's normal. She's a puppy. So we're just going to make sure that we stay in a calm state of off. That's another one. If she tries to paw at her transitional, just apply pressure on her leash and tell her off. All right. Leave it. Yep. It's just a good distraction, really loud. Should be great. Miyo heel. So right there when she took off, she started a little fast, so I immediately gave her a pop right as we started. Especially when she comes home, you're going to want to do more stops than pops because you're going to want to show her where your box is. She knows where mine is at this point. You just have to give her some reminders. Yep. That was a much nicer takeoff. Little pop right there. Leave it. Good girl. So you have red light, stop moving, apply pressure when she sits, pressure releases, heel. Yellow light, which is just a quick pressure and release pop. Okay, and you can do a little bit of pressure on it. Yep. And then a green light is when we have this nice, the light right there, is when we have this nice U shape in our leash right there, and we have no pressure. So you want to remember that we're using her slip lead as a communication device. So anytime she feels pressure on this slip lead, it's because I'm communicating something to her, whether it be slow down, pay attention, or calm down. You'll also notice I never say sit when we're doing that because I'm not doing a sit stay with her right now. All I'm teaching her is that pressure means calm down. And we don't know that that's happened as humans until we see a physical change in her body, which is going to be a sit position. Miyo heel. Pop right there. So this is her first time in Home Depot, so she's pretty excited. A whole lot of new smells, lots of people. We've even passed a couple dogs. And we also just went to PetSmart before this. Pop, slow her down. So again, in the beginning, or especially the first few days or weeks home, it's more important for you to do frequent stops instead of those pops, heel. Right, so anytime she gets slightly ahead of you, I want you to stop, release pressure. Now going to Home Depot is going to be a level 10 distraction, or maybe a level 8 or so. But it's going to be difficult for you too because you're not used to using their new tools yet. So I want you to practice at home. You can even practice inside at first, and then you're going to go to practicing in your neighborhood. And once you've got the whole hang of how this works, then you can start bringing her somewhere where there's really high distractions. Off. Heel. But again, so right there, I want you to teach her that anytime she gets right off, Miyo, off. Anytime she gets right here past my knee, I'm going to stop and I'm going to apply pressure and I'm going to show her she never gets to move forward unless she is in a calm state. Now adjusting her off. Adjusting her slip lead is also really important. So you want to make sure that this gold loop is following the center of her head. Oh no, baby girl. Is following down the center off. And not slipping to the side. So when you adjust it, she's very hyper. I'll be honest. But when you adjust it, it's hard to do this with one hand filming. But you want to Miyo off. You're going to want to spin it on the back and the front the same direction at the same time. So using both hands, just slide them until your gold loop is back in the center of her head. Now that's because we add pressure to pressure points with her. And that's why it's important that it's positioned correctly, because she has pressure points in her muzzle and around her skull. So you can notice it's not on her trachea. See how this is her trachea down here? It's on framing her skull. And again, dogs have pressure points in their skull. So we're applying a light pressure to her pressure points until she realizes that she needs to calm down, and then pressure goes away. Miyo heel. Little pop to slow her down there. Heel. Distraction coming up here. Excuse us.
Nice dog.
Thank you. Good girl, Miyo. That was great. Good girl, Miyo. So there you have it. There's a nice little demonstration of how you're going to go about using your slip lead. The most important thing to remember is positioning. Make sure that you readjust where her slip lead is positioned. And then you want to remember red light anytime she leaves your box. Yellow light to kind of just slow her down or get her to pay attention when she's not quite left the box, maybe just slightly ahead of it. And then green light is when you have this nice little U shape right there. Miyo heel. She only gets to move forward when you say Miyo heel. And there you have it. She's doing fantastic. Good job, Mimi. Okay. Good girl. Heel.
Your dog is beautiful.
Thank you very much. We think so. Leave it. There you go. Hope this helps.